So I'm back down in Florida. Brought the little cfmoto Happy OSS back down to Florida where it belongs. I say that only because it's flat down here. There's no elevation. I did a video where I brought this up to the mountains, and it didn't do so well in the mountains. Elevations was killing this bike. It was putting a lot of stress on this little motor. But for down here in Florida, it's great. Just doing this little video, everybody says there's no curves or all the roads are straight in Florida, which they wouldn't be wrong. Most of them are. But if you know where to ride, there's some pretty cool spots. Like I'm riding in a place here in north central Florida. It's a retirement community, and there's 50 of these roundabouts, and they're pretty cool. They're actually pretty fun. If you're here in the summertime, it's hot as balls, but there's not that many people here. Everybody here is snowbirds for the most part, so you could really have a good time. What I'm going to do this winter is bring my clear visor. I never have my clear visor with me, and put that on, and at nighttime I'm going to come out here and ride, do some videos. Everybody normally goes to bed at like 10 o'clock, so you can come out and have a good time. But yeah, there's some fun little areas in Florida to ride. You just got to know where they're at. Now you do got to be careful here, because there's again, it's a retirement area, a lot of elderly people. So, and I'm on a little tiny bike, so you got to be really careful. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't want a big bike here. I don't think it'd be much fun. This bike's perfect. It's a blast. So if you've seen any of my other videos about that new 2025 Yamaha MT-09, and I've been on the fence about which exhaust to get for it, I finally figured it out and get the Leo vents, because it's not as loud as most of the other ones. It's funny, the older you get, the quieter you want your bikes. Like this bike here, for example, this is the first bike I've ever had that I'm not going to put an exhaust on it. Actually, I don't know if you can hear it, but it actually sounds pretty good. It's got a nice little purr to it. It's not bad at all. But since this bike's gonna stay here, I don't want it extremely loud. The Yamaha SXR 900 I had, I just sold it, and that thing was so loud. It was too loud. Let me go around this roundabout, maybe I can get away from some of this traffic. That's the cool thing about roundabouts. If you happen to be in a cluster of traffic, you just go around one time and you can get away from them. But yeah, I got a new exhaust. Actually, it's being delivered today. I'll be back at my place up north this weekend, so I'll get that exhaust put on. Again, it's a Leo Vince exhaust. I've never had one of those. I always have Yoshimura mostly. That SXR 900 I had a Hindle on it. I put the Hindle on there because it was all black. It looks really cool, but it was super loud. I mean, it sounded great, but it had a drone inside the helmet. So if you were like on a long stretch somewhere, on a highway, yeah, it would drive you nuts. I can't handle it. I don't want that anymore. But yeah, I'm looking forward to putting that on there, because that bike is a little quiet with that stock exhaust. It's terrible. And I'll tell you something else about that bike. I think most bikes are the same way right now to be compliant with the emissions and whatnot. It's even if you keep the stock pipe on that bike, you still need to send the ECU out to have it flashed. The way they program these bikes nowadays, they're just really weak. Like second gear, that MT-09 is terrible. So I'm really looking forward to getting that bike all dialed in. So I'll put the exhaust on this week, this coming week, next week. I'm sending the ECU out. Come on, people, are you kidding me? I'm gonna send the ECU out to David from Cycle Nut. The Cycle Nut. I've had him do 2 of my bikes. He only does Yamahas. He did my first F09 in 2014. I had him do my 2017 XSR 900. And his tune's pretty good, man. He does a more of like a street riding tune. Not so much for the track, high end, mainly for low end. And I've been really happy with his tunes. They're really good. So I'm looking forward to getting all that done. And that bike will be done. Put some nice mirrors on it. Got rid of the fender in the back. Did the rear fender eliminator kit. So just the exhaust and the ECU, and I think it's done. Oh, I'm doing the airbox too. DNA stage 2 airbox for that bike. Speaking of the ECU flashes, I'm going to do this one as well. I'm only going to gain a whole whopping horsepower, but on a bike that's got only 9 horsepower, it's 10%. Should be a little better. So I'm going to do that too. Actually, I'm going to remove that probably tonight out of this bike. Take it with me. I won't be back for a few months. But when I get back, I'm interested to see how this bike performs. The 10% increase. You know, I did a video, actually not really complaining, but sort of, about this bike in the elevation. It wasn't good at all. And now that I'm going to get the ECU flashed and gain a horsepower, I think this bike might be okay if you do that, and then just go up 1 tooth in the front or 2 teeth in the back sprocket, and it might be okay for elevation. But as it stands, now you want to buy this bike, you want to make sure you're going to be in an area where there's no elevation, or very little elevation. Tell you what, I'm in the Sunshine State, and it's been raining. I've been here almost 2 weeks, and it's been raining, and you can see straight ahead. I better boogie on home, because it looks like it's gonna rain again. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can hear this exhaust on this bike, but it actually sounds pretty good. I like it. I'm definitely not gonna get an exhaust for this one. They make them, but I'm not getting one. It doesn't need it. Sounds great the way it is. Yeah, these roundabouts are a hoot. I love them. In the winter time, when everybody comes down here, it's a little sketchy. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta be pretty careful. Like I said, it's a retirement community, and I'm on a little tiny bike, so it's probably hard to be seen. Not going to stop me from riding, that's for sure. So if you're ever in Florida, you want to go and have some fun in some roundabouts, got to be in central North Florida. This place is called the Villages, and it's pretty fun. Just got to be careful. But as you can see, I'm having a good time. Looking forward to bringing my clear shield with me. I'm going to make a note, make sure I don't forget that, because like I said, at nighttime, even in the winter, everybody goes to bed early around here, and most people just get around on golf carts, so there's not half as much traffic at night. I don't think there's any. Nope, I almost screwed up. You're not supposed to stop at these. It says right there, yield. But as you can see, people don't freaking know how to drive. Look at this person, just cutting right across, no blinker. Gotta be careful, man. They'll take you out here for sure. Alright, well, I just wanted to do a little video. Brought my bike back down here, and it's gonna stay here. I'm not bringing it back up north. I got that little Benelli. It does so much better in the elevation. I mean, to be fair, that bike is a 155cc. You buy them stock, they're 135, but I put a big bore kit in it. 155 is all they had. So it's still slow, it does 60, but it just gets there a little faster. But like I said, when you do the tune on this bike and you gain that extra horsepower, you might be able to go up a little bit on the gears. And you know, for those of you who live in the elevation, places with elevation, it might be okay. Probably would work pretty well. I mean, the top end on this bike is pretty good. I mean, I've had it up to 67 before. So if you go up a few teeth, come on, go up a few teeth in the back or one in the front, we'll lose a little top end, but first, second, third should be a lot better. Yeah, I love this little cfmoto, man. This is a fun little bike, and it's the coolest looking bike. I think it looks fantastic. I like it better than the Benellis and the Groms. I think it's the coolest looking little 125 that they have on the market right now. It's a little cafe racer with little clip-on bars. It's just the neatest little bike. Everybody loves it. You got all kinds of people asking me all the time, what the heck is that? That's a really fun bike. I absolutely love it. It's a keeper for sure. For those of you who haven't never ridden these little bikes, they're a blast. I started riding 125s back in 2014 when Honda first came out with the Grom. I've had 3 Groms, 2 Benellis, and now this one. And I love it. I tell you, I made a comment on one video where I don't know what the deal is with Yamaha. You know, all these little 125s, they're fun and everything, but they just need a little more. That's why everybody puts big bore kits in them and does all kinds of work. I'm having to reflash this ECU in this bike just to gain a horsepower. But if Yamaha would just get into the small bike game, make like a 190cc, still on these 12-inch wheels, oh man, they would clean up. And then nobody would buy these other bikes ever again. You just buy that bike, maybe put an exhaust on it, maybe not. Change the mirrors and rear fender eliminator kit. Man, that would be a killer bike. I rode with a guy who put a big bore kit on his Honda Grom, he had a 190cc, and I was on my Benelli, and that dude would walk away from me like nothing. It was so cool. It would just fly. His cruising speed was like, I think 70, when mine was like 55, maybe 60. That's pushing it. And then his top speed was like 90, where ours is, you know, this one I can go up to 67, but again, that's pushing it, man. That's really pushing this little bike, this little motor. Anyways, looks like I might make it home before the rain. Alright guys, take care.